Hi friend, my name is Sarah Chancey and I'm the founder and creative director behind Chancey Charm. We're a destination wedding planning and design firm located in cities across America and serving clients internationally. Today I'm coming to you from Cartagena, Colombia, and I'm so excited to share with you my seamless, stress-free process for finding the perfect destination wedding location. If you're a wedding planner watching this video, this process is going to be perfect to use with your couples. I think it's so funny because we really get in our heads about planning a destination wedding, but honestly, the process is so similar to planning a wedding in your hometown. So let's dive in and make this simple. The first step is going to be setting a realistic budget and guest count for your wedding. I know this might not be the most fun part of the process, but it's really in your best interest because it's going to protect you from what I call venue or location fatigue, because you're looking at places that don't fit your guest count or they're out of your budget. So setting that realistic guest count and budget from the very beginning is so very important to this process. The next thing you're going to want to do is sit down and make a list of words that describe you and your vision and vibe for your wedding. If you're struggling with this is really something a professional planner is wonderful at and thrives in, is asking all the right questions to create that vision, vibe board, mood board, design board, whatever they call it, to really create a vision for your wedding. This is something that's so important. So having that list that really describes you as a couple. Now the next step is what I think most people consider the fun part, is making a list of locations you both love. Then you're going to take that list and start scratching off or eliminating the locations that really don't fit your vibe as a couple. So maybe it's a location you love to visit, but it's just not a fit for your wedding. Next, you're going to want to consider where your guests are traveling from. If you want a really intimate wedding and not a lot of people to be there, then it's going to be fine to really choose a location that's a little bit more remote. But if you want all of your family and friends there, you're going to want to consider what the travel is like for them to get there. You don't want to exhaust them before they even get to your wedding. The next step is considering local weather and events. In fact, this is a step I really like to pull a professional travel agent in on, because they're going to have a great idea of what the events are in an area. You don't want to plan your wedding for a time when there's a big festival and prices and availability are going to be limited, or plan an outdoor ceremony during rainy season. So this is just an important part of the process, and hopefully it allows you to eliminate a few more of those locations on your list. So hopefully you're getting pretty close to finding a location that you both love, that really fits your vision, is going to be great weather the time of year you're expecting, easy for your guests to get to, and you're feeling good about that. And it's a great time to connect with a professional travel agent that you can trust, who can make some recommendations about a couple of venues and accommodations in the area. This is a great time to make a list of accommodations and amenities that you're really looking for. So maybe you want to do all-inclusive, or something that's going to allow your guests to go to local restaurants. Maybe you want a mountain view or a beach view with a toes in the sand kind of ceremony. These are going to be really great questions to answer as you start looking at these venues to find the perfect fit. And hopefully you find 2, maybe even 3 venues and accommodations that you really love. And then my biggest takeaway, my biggest tip for a couple that's planning a destination wedding, is to make a site visit to that location to view these venues and accommodations yourself a priority. Obviously, you're going to want to read reviews and look at photos online before you go, but seeing these places yourself in person is going to do a couple of things. First of all, it's going to help set your expectations for what your wedding weekend really will be like for you and your guests. Obviously, you might be traveling to another country. You want to make sure that you're setting expectations that are realistic for that country and for the location that you're choosing. Next, you're going to want to really connect with this place. You're going to want to experience it for yourself, so that as you're creating a welcome basket and local favors and details, and you're making a list of local attractions and restaurants to send your guests to, that you feel ownership and you feel really excited to share this with your guests, and that you've made it your own, you've made it personal. I don't think there's anything that can beat that. While you're on your site visit and making your final selection, my last piece of advice is to choose a location that you really, really love, even if there were no decorations or flowers involved. This is going to alleviate stress and just really ensure that you love the aesthetic on your wedding day. I really hope that this process and these tips has made finding the perfect destination wedding location for you simple and seamless, so that you can take a deep breath knowing that you've made an educated and informed decision. If you're looking for one-on-one wedding planner advice that you can really trust from a professional, or just more destination wedding planning guidance, head on over to the shop in the Chancy Charm website. We've got a guide, we've got the opportunity to schedule a one-on-one session, and we would love to help make this process a little bit less stressful and more enjoyable. Happy planning!